We live? I know I usually see it on my end. I never seen how quick it comes over. I'm looking. It's gonna be on there. I'm live. Ooh, happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday, everybody in the room, everybody that is online. Hey, everybody. Look. Okay, I see y'all now. I see y'all online. Go ahead and start dropping in the chat where you're from. And I'm going to introduce myself real quick. Everybody cool with that? Yeah, okay. I'm Brittany Wilder. Oh, get a little echo in the back. All right. I'm Brittany Wilder. I'm a wealth and wellness energy healer, and I help ambitious women align their energy. Now it's my phone that I hear. I help ambitious women align their energy to attract their wealth, their wellness, and their weight loss goals. I do that with a ton of different modalities: hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, sound bowl healing, spiritual techniques, all the things, right? That's what I do. That is who I am. I am going to be your wonderful MC today. Y'all excited? I'm saying, I like the energy in here. We're excited. It's a soulful Sunday, a beautiful Sunday. We have a lot of different wonderful speakers coming up to give you guys some good stuff, all the good things. But I want to see who's in here. I see Opelousas, Louisiana. Is that it? Shout out to you, Miss Crystal. I see Columbia, South Carolina. Where are you guys from here, though? Atlanta. We got who? Columbia, South Carolina, too. Okay. You got a friend online. Who else? Lil Burn. I like that. I'm from Washington, Tacoma, Washington, West Coast. That's where I am from. Yeah, we in the house. Hey, everybody. Hey, look, from Arkansas. I just want to say welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody here. I am going to let you know that bathrooms are right outside. If you need to know where the bathroom is, it's right outside, and hit a left, and it'll be right in front of you, okay? I'm going to talk about your first speaker. Are you guys excited about your first speaker? I'm saying, the first one sets it off now. She gonna set it off. Let me tell you about your first speaker. Our first speaker is a powerhouse in the author and speaking world. She is a two-time TEDx speaker. Somebody say 2 times. Yeah. Founder of the Book Prophets Club. Book Prophets Club, if you're in the house, say woo-woo. Yeah. If you're online, say woo-woo. Okay, I see you in the comments. And the creator of Author All-Stars magazine. If you're an Author All-Star, say hey. Yes. Taria has spoken in more than 10 countries with audiences of over 10,000 people. She has helped more than 11,000 speakers and coaches become published authors and has hosted multiple international conferences, yes, ma'am, that empower leaders all over the world. Please welcome the visionary herself, Taria Vision Avant.
Well, thank you, darling. Thank you. How is everybody doing? Good. Do me a favor. Can y'all scoot up a little bit? I feel like y'all far back. Just come sit on here, or you can move your chairs up a little bit. We could do that too. We can always do like this. Maybe we have Bruce come on and go come help us pull them up just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit up here. Yeah, we got the rolly chairs. We can maybe roll them up a little bit too. Only because I want to make sure that we are able to talk. First of all, we are here at the not in front of the camera though, so. Yeah, not in front, not that right, like over here. Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Yes, but we can sit right here on that. And then you also got the chairs back there if you want to just roll the chairs on up. Roll them on up. Okay, so we are here at the Russell Center. How y'all doing? Hello, welcome. Y'all just come over here and grab a seat once y'all get registered. And we also gifted you guys with a hotel certificate. So you can actually use this, guys, if you activate it. It gives you $300 towards any hotel for bookings, for if you want to go to hotels and eat. How many states we got in the United States? 56 in all the 56 states. See, I don't want to sound stupid. Because over there, I was like, I put in ChatGPT all the 60 states in the United States. It corrected me. I was like, woo, that was wrong. And then let's shout out to everybody here. What y'all said is a glare. Well, that's, y'all just going to have to deal with the glare. Can y'all hear us okay, y'all? As long as you can hear, only because we have a light that's right here. So unfortunately, I don't know how to turn off the light. But everybody who's online, how y'all doing? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Let me shout out again. We've got Crystal Redding here, Kim Martin here, League of Girlfriends. That's my girl, Angie Sims. Y'all, let's give it up for the online viewers. Monique Shepard. Hello, hello. And then, of course, we have our great group here at the Russell Center. So the space that we're in right now is called the Wells Fargo Room. Brand new, guys. It just opened up. Isn't this a fire space? This is really, really cute, right? So we're probably going to be having more events here. We actually have a networking event that's going to be taking place December the 4th. Is that what's that, Thursday night? Is that Thursday night? Y'all double check. December the 4th is a networking event for our magazine, Author All Stars, and we're going to do it right here. So make sure y'all, that's Thursday? Perfect. Make sure you schedule that to come on out. Yes, Healing with Heidi said, hey, I made it. Yes, you did, girl. How you doing, girl? Okay, so listen, I am not going to speak too long. I'm going to try to hurry this up. I'm already probably at my 10 minutes, but I'm going to clock it right now and try to hurry up. And I want to talk to you a little bit about positioning yourself for success in 2026. We should be positioning ourselves right now for the new year, not for next month. Does that make sense? Yes, yes? Now, by a show of hands, how many of you guys are business owners or you want to be a business owner? Raise your hand. Okay, so pretty much everybody here. Good. So it is important to understand that there are a lot of shifts that are going to be taking place. Everybody say taking place. And in the process of understanding these shifts, you got to also understand how to position yourself in front of your audience, right? The first thing that I want to express to you guys is that the person who holds the microphone is the one who controls the money. So I'm controlling money right now. Everybody say control it. I mean, I'm saying though, right? Thank you. And what does that mean? It means that I want you to start positioning yourself next year to be in front of more rooms. Now, I know for some of us, speaking is the number one fear next to death. We like, child, I ain't trying to speak in front of nobody. But the truth is that the more you speak, the better you become, okay? So you got to start getting in front of more rooms. In fact, I learned this the best when I used to be in network marketing. She already know, because in Organo Gold days, we would be in somebody's house every night. 1 person, 5 person, 20 persons. It didn't matter. I was up speaking. So how do we get on more stages in 2026? Well, it's a book. I believe that a book is one of your best marketing tools when you write the right book. I'm going to use Go as an example. So Go is a professional photographer. Y'all, let's give it up for Go in the house. Honey, he been doing his thig zang, thug dizzle. And let's just say, for example, he does a lot of model shoots, right? So he does a lot of model shoots. Now, he's a photographer. Oh, I was like, what is that? Right? That's okay. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I thought it was, the drone. I thought it was a drone. I was like, somebody got a drone? We're doing it big, y'all. Hey, online, we got drones in the house, okay? I was looking for it. Where is it at, right? Okay. So let's just Go, because I want to use him as an example because he provides a service. So a lot of times as an author or when you want to write a book, we don't think that a service could be a position or being an author could be a good position for a service-based business. Now, a lot of the reasons, why do most people come and get pictures done? Quality work. But what are they wanting to do with your work? Branding shoots. So what he said, guys, was for those watching online, people come to get pictures from him because they like his quality of work, because they want it for branding. So they want to brand themselves. Keyword, everybody say brand. So because he's a photographer, he might write a book, The 7 Ways You Need to Brand Yourself in 2026 for Success. Does that make sense? One of the ways is we need new pictures every quarter, right? New pictures. Now, yes, we got AI, but you can tell the difference between an AI, even with the good quality, and a non. And it's okay to still use AI, but I still want you guys to, because you can't really kind of record, you can't do the, the behind the scenes, where he does a lot of behind the scenes on his social media showing the shoot and then the results. Does that make sense? So one of the ways that you brand yourself is by photos every quarter. Number two, another way to brand yourself might be, let's just say he knows a book coach. Hey, write a book. That's another way. Another way to brand yourself. What's another way to brand yourself, guys? Speaking on stages. There we go. What's another way to brand yourself, guys? Demonstrating your product, right? So demonstrating, right? How do we demonstrate? So you might have a demonstrate. Do you know there could be a whole coach teaching people how to properly demonstrate their products? You said food. I could teach other chefs how to demonstrate their food so that they sell more and have repeat customers. Because I've had chefs come in and it looked like trash, but I've also had chefs come in and it be fruit and it looked amazing. You're like, oh my goodness, right? And it's all about the display. So he's writing a book about building a brand. Now that he has the book, guess what he does with the book? He positions himself to get in front of more audiences, speak on more stages, to teach about branding, because he ultimately wants you to come in and get his coaching service. Y'all with me? So we have to stop thinking so linear when it comes to writing a book. A lot of times we'll just write a book about, okay, well, I want to teach people how to overcome trauma. Y'all know my feelings about saying just trauma, right? And your book is about overcoming trauma, but maybe the book could be about, hey, how to land that position when you were fired unfairly. And now you have different techniques centered around not just trauma, but maybe you can connect with other life coaches. Like you went to a life coach. Okay, let me build a database of other life coaches and refer them out to get money. So we need to be speaking on more stages. We also need to make sure that we're positioning ourselves with old school marketing. Yes, social media is great, but guys, social media is about to shift. Because of the world of AI, people not really trusting social media as much anymore. Does that make sense? So yes, we go on social media, and yes, it is great, but people are also going to be looking for some old traditional things, billboards being one. Recently, we just started putting our members up on billboards. We've got Tammy Renee getting her billboard, Barbara's getting her billboard, and who else getting a billboard? Anybody else? And so we got billboards. Now, why are billboards fly? Not just because they should be posting throughout the day, but when you go and have a billboard up and you take pictures under your billboard and you showing people, what that does is give credibility. Everybody say credibility. So how are you also positioning yourself to be seen? Are you investing into media? Magazines. Right now, there's a lot of people launching different magazines. How are you positioning yourself to get on those? Podcasts. You know, one cool thing about a podcast is that typically, even if you don't feel the best at getting in front of a room and speaking, a podcast, they just asking you questions. That's all they're doing. So guess what? Now I got my book that teaches you about how to brand yourself in 2026. I pitch myself to get on the podcast. Guess what? It might even cost money. It's called marketing. You got to pay for marketing. So I might pay $100, go. I say, you know what? Okay, I'm going to pay $100 to get on this podcast. I get on the podcast, I sell 50 books. Of those 50 people, 10, typically it's 20%, but let's just say 10% of them become now your high tier client. And we're not charging $100 for shoots. I'm doing full branded photo shoots, $1,500. 10% of 50 is how much? 5. 5 times 1,500 is what? 7,500. How many times you going to invest $100 to get on somebody's podcast to get a return of $7,500? Guys, we got to start thinking about ourselves as far as marketing for the year of 2026. How can I position myself to get in front of more people? So I'm going to wrap it up with this because I'm going to open it up for questions. And those of you guys online, yes, I see you in the chat. Crystal, I see you. Kim, Angie, Sarah, how you guys doing? Tanya, shout out. McQueenie, Miss Queenie. Yes, honey, we've got a lot of people joining us online. How y'all doing? Flo with Rhonda. She's here too, though. That's okay. But y'all, make sure y'all share this out. Do me a favor, if y'all could share this out to at least 5 people that you know, that would be great. I am going to wrap it up. Everybody, we do have a white card. You see the white cards, and if you don't see the white card, we'll get you some more white cards. You're going to be hearing from some amazing speakers. The card is not for taking notes. It's for writing down. Let's see, some of y'all already started taking notes. That's okay. That's okay. We got plenty of cards. So if you need another one. So what you're going to do is you're going to write down on the card the name of the person you have a question for. So if you got a question for me, you'll put Taria. And then you're going to write your question, but one card per person. Does that make sense? Or per question. Now, if you got multiple questions for one person, then you can put the multiple questions. And if anybody needs a pen, we do got, anybody need a pen? Raise your hand. We got some pens in the black box. Right there, the bigger one behind my laptop. Yep. So we're going to write those. And then for those online, we'll open it up for questions as well. In case you guys have some questions too, we will open it up for you guys as well. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for our next, our MC is going to bring our next speaker up in a minute. Y'all good? You good? You good? Okay, she coming. Do you want me to, right, you want me to do it? Let's exchange tasks. So so you're going to write down, oh, y'all trying to know how to share it? Okay, cool. All right, so y'all, let's give it up for Brittany Wilder.
Listen, that was fire, huh? Marketing, what? Go ahead and give me some free stuff. I like that. I hope y'all took notes. All right, we're going to move into our next speaker. Go ahead and start clapping right now. Yeah, that's right. Our next speaker is known as the sales doctor because he makes sales simple. Everybody say simple. Bruce Hill teaches people how to hear yes more often without sounding pushy or salesy, okay? His conversational approach has helped everyone from new entrepreneurs, my new entrepreneurs say woo woo, hey, and introverts to CEOs and business owners close deals with confidence, okay? Get ready to take your notes. Everybody got their notes and their pens now because I done walked around, right? We good? Get ready to take notes because here comes our next speaker, Mr. Bruce Hill. Woo, 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 woo.
Come on, family. Well, my name is Bruce Hill. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I could just jump to it. Who would like to hear yes more often as we wrap up this year? Anybody? Okay, there's two things I love to hear is yes and then Bruce. And you put them together, yes, Bruce, the invoice is paid. Yes, Bruce, the contract is signed. I'm like, oh, let's sing my song. So what I'm going to teach you really simply is 4 questions that I leverage to run my whole business. Somebody say 4. 4. I love technology. There's some amazing coaches in the world. Artificial intelligence continues to impress me. But I run my whole business off of just 4 questions. Somebody say 4. So what I'm going to do is just give you the questions, right? Whoa. You ever had a TV show say, stay tuned, more after this? No, I'm just going to tell you the questions, and then we're going to go backwards. We're going to tell you how to use them in your business, all right? So let's jump right to it. Question number 1 is, who can I serve with excellence? Who can I serve with excellence? That's question number 1. Question number 2, what is the result, outcome, or transformation we provide? What is the result, outcome, or transformation we provide? Question number 3, how do we deliver consistent results? How do we deliver consistent results? And question number 4, what is the investment? Right? Some people say, how much it costs? What's the investment? And I like that question. Well, now I'll get ahead of myself. So everybody have 4 questions. Beautiful. So speaking of number 4, there's 4 types of speakers. There's motivational speakers, there's educational speakers, there's transformational speakers, and there's inspirational speakers. Inspirational speakers, has anybody heard of Les Brown? He's going to have you believing in something. He says there's greatness within you. I love it. He's going to have you believe in something bigger and more possibilities. A motivational speaker is our good old friend E.T. The one, thank God it's Monday, he's always yelling at you, right? You got to want it more than you want to breathe. It's 8 a.m. Calm down. Transformational speakers, I love using pastors or preachers, for example. They want to transform who you are as a person into a better version of yourself. And then there's educational speakers. That's yours truly. An educational speaker is going to teach you something new so that you can apply it to your life. So here's my commitment to you all, but I need your help to do it. If you apply just one of these questions, you will hear yes more often. However, that's my part, is to teach you the questions. Your part is to ask the questions. Your part is to answer the questions. Your part is to use them. It's not magic. It doesn't work unless you do the work. But if you do the work, it works. And what I found out the hard way, what I'm going to teach you the easy way, so you can skip this step and get to the results, is the questions you don't ask cost you money. The questions you don't ask cost you money. Has anybody purchased a car in Georgia? I purchased my first vehicle in Georgia last year. It was March. And I've lived all over the place. I've owned cars before, but this one I purchased in Georgia. And I went in and purchased a car, and they said, hey, let's see your driver's license. So I handed them a Tennessee driver's license. What did they tell me? Raquel already knows. Was I able to purchase a vehicle that day? No. She said no. They sent me home. I said, but I have money. There's a, you got to have a Georgia license to purchase a vehicle in Georgia. I did not know that. I didn't ask a good question, right? I'm already off to a bad start. So I go get a Georgia license. I go back to purchase a vehicle. Smooth sailing. I'm like, great. And I made a note in my calendar to renew my registration in 12 months. All right. I probably, one question would have really saved this whole story, would be very boring. But I didn't ask any questions. I took the keys, signed my paperwork, I left. So I'm driving around, minding my own business. It's March of this year. And I'm minding my own black-owned business. And guess what? Lights, red and blue and whites behind me. I said, uh-oh. Now I'm going 25 miles an hour at this point. I'm on 275 headed west. Actually, I was going to one of Lashana's events. I saw you later this day. And I said to myself, I ain't even do nothing. So the officer comes over. He said, do you know why I pulled you over? I always ask you that. No, I don't know. Why are you pulling me over? I'd like to know. He says, your registration's expired. I said, man, it ain't been 12 months. I was like, I've got 30 days. He said, nope, it's expired. I said, when does it expire? It expired in January. So how many months is it between January and March? Too many months. What do you think happened in January? Yes, any Georgia residents know? Your birthday. In Tennessee, and some other states I've lived in, your registration expires 12 months from the date you purchase a vehicle. This is not the case in Georgia. It expires on your birthday. So you bought a car in December and your birthday's in January, you just gonna have to. Now, I said, okay, I'll go get it renewed. He said, good, you do that. Take this with you. So he gives me a ticket, citation. That was $200. So I was like, well, so I drove on, go to the event. I'm present. I was really proud of myself. I was present. I didn't get too upset about it. I go home, sleep, get up in the morning to go renew my registration. And I'm hitting the button, but I don't hear the car. And I'm looking around. Oh, no. And it's like, I left it right there. I said, where's my car? So I called a bank. And I was like, I paid y'all, didn't I? They said, yes, sir. There's no payment due till next month. I said, okay. So I didn't get repoed. I said, where's my car? So I called DeKalb County. I called Fulton County. And ended up being at Sandy Springs. I felt like a detective looking for my own car. Sandy Springs towed my vehicle for driving without registration. That's what I said. The next day was on it. So now, guess my whole day is canceled. I said, all right, where'd you tow it to? They tow it out to Cobb County. Now, for y'all online, that's just far, okay? This is not a great city to go anywhere without a vehicle. A beautiful city. I love Atlanta. But if you got to get somewhere, so I had to take a bus, the MARTA, and then walk to get my car. And they'll take cash only. So I'm just walking around with $600 in my pocket. So I pay the folks, and man, it hurt. I signed back, get my car. They said, we'll bring your vehicle around. So I walk up to the vehicle, and I pull on the handle and don't open. I said, oh, it's locked. I was like, I did a little Macarena. You check your keys. You're like, hey. I left the keys on the counter at home. Because I wasn't getting into the car, I didn't grab the car keys. So I go back, walk, train, bus, keys, bus, train, walk, get the car. And I go immediately, because I was like, this is too much fun. Immediately go to get the registration. How much was the registration? Anyone guess? $25. It was $25. So, asking a very simple question, when is registration renewed, could have saved me almost $1,000. A $25 question. And my whole day was gone. So this is where I want to press upon you, the questions you do not ask cost you money. Now, if we have any mathematicians, right, we have the transitive property. That means if we ask great questions, they're going to make us money. So when I teach you these questions, you're like, oh, I know this question already. Or I've heard this question before. When's the last time you answered the question? This is where you start to transform your life in business. So whether you're an entrepreneur, business owner, just franchise, or you're building your career, these questions can transform the outcomes you receive. My math simply is about an 8 times return on investment for the quality of your question. 8 times the cost of not asking it, or 8 times revenue because you did ask it. So let's start at the very beginning. Can I get a time check? Thank you. Who can I serve with excellence? Let's use our good friend Taria Vaughn, Book Cropless Cloud. She helps authors build profitable business from and around their books. Anyone could write a book. So she could hypothetically serve anyone. If you know how to read and write, you can write a book. You're 2 years old, 20-year-old, or 102 years old. But the question is in specific, who can we serve with excellence? So she helps coaches, speakers, and people in network marketing. She figured out how to help a version of herself who needed her help years ago, and she teaches other people what she had to learn the hard way so they can get there a little smoother and faster. Those are folks, and to this day, is it over 7,000? You're probably close to 10,000 now. 11,000. I got to update my slides. I love it. She's helped 11,000 coaches. Yeah, clap it up for that. Thanks, bro. There's 7 billion people in the world. You don't need to serve 7 billion people. Whether or not you can is a different conversation. You've got to find you a good 11,000 people to serve with excellence. And this is the shift I want to give you all permission. Let's use searching for a job. Anywhere that's hiring, you could go apply. If you could go to apply to places that aren't hiring, it'd be a waste of everyone's time. But the question is, who can I serve with excellence? And that shift is a better question. A better question gets you better results. So now your homework assignment for this question is ask yourself, who can I serve? Not just good, not just great, but with excellence. And that makes it easier to find those people. It makes it easier to talk to those people. And that brings us to our second question. Someone read the second question for me. I ran into this a lot, and where people say, okay, I'm in a room, I'm on a podcast, I'm networking, I'm in line at Dunkin' Donuts. What do I say to these people? What do I tell them so that they'll work with me? you're going to tell them the answer to this question. Too many people get stuck on how we serve them and not the transformation, the outcome, or the result. What's the difference? Somebody asked me, what's the difference? The difference is saying, hey, I have this delicious meal. It's going to cost you $15. It's going to be ready in 10 minutes. And we'll bring it to your table. What's the first question you're going to ask me? No, I told you it's $15. I told you it's going to be 10 minutes. There it is. What is it? Thank you so much. It's not a trick. Listen, if this is our first time hearing me speak, I never ask trick questions. They're going to ask you, what is it? So many people say, listen, I've got this program. It's 6 weeks. It's only $2,000. It's hosted virtually. It's hosted in, but you don't answer the question, what is it? That's so simple, but better questions get you what? Better answers. So when I ask you, what's the outcome, the transformation, the result, that changes how we have these conversations with people. Now we tell them, when you work with me, if you hire me, here's what's going to happen to your life or business. Now it's an educational, it's a conversation. It's not a sales call. It's not a sales pitch. It's not an interview. Now they can picture themselves with the outcome they desire. They can picture a better future. And they say, man, I want that outcome. I need to work with this person to get there. So you spend a lot less time convincing them and a lot more time signing up people. You spend a lot more time hearing yes. This is the number one mistake I see people miss when they're trying to grow their business, when they're trying to get new clients. They tell them the how and they never tell them what is it. Someone else read the third question for me. Oh, wonderful. People will pay for a process. If you type in a search in YouTube or TikTok, millions of results come up. All different strategies, and they're all different orders. Some were made 3 months ago, some were made 3 minutes ago, some were made 3 years ago. People actually have too much information now. The value you can add very easily, very quickly, is just put it in the right order for them. Think of a recipe. We have any bakers in here? Any cooks, any chefs? Wonderful. You got to preheat the oven, right? Then a lot of people have the right information in the wrong order. So you can immediately add value just by putting in the right order for them. So I'm going to read the last question for us. What's it? This is, it's so simple of a question, but it'll make you a lot of money. If there's no transformation, outcome, result, then it's just an expense. It's just a bill. We could have spent it on alcohol, right? We could have poured it, it's like pouring water on sand. When there's a promised outcome, then it becomes an investment. And so now we're making a trade, we're making an exchange. Hey, you're hiring me to help you accomplish this outcome, result, transformation. See how it all comes back together? So now it's not a risk for them. Now it's not a cost for them. Now it's a step forward. And we're going to spend less time convincing people to work with us and more time hearing yes. And what's really, really simple, especially for my introverts, shout out to my introverts, is all based on asking these questions. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to over-explain. You don't have to preach to them. They should honestly do most of the talking because you're going to teach them how to picture a better version of themselves, a better outcome for their business. And you're going to get that through asking better questions. So one of the things we'll dive in, and we'll talk about this later, when you decide to work with us further, we're going to dive into having these conversations and breaking down these questions even further to grow the business, giving you a set of questions for those conversations so they turn into clients, and teaching you how to ask better questions to get better clients in your business. So the questions you don't ask don't cost you money. The questions you do ask will make you money. So my name is Bruce Hill. I make sales simple for entrepreneurs just like you all. I appreciate and thank you for your presence and participation today.
Y'all give it up for Bruce. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to spend over $1,000 for just the registration for 25. I hope y'all took some notes on that, if nothing else, right? We're going to move on to our next speaker. First off, how y'all feeling? Y'all still feeling good? We still feeling good? Energy still up on high? That's what I like to hear. Okay, perfect. All right, so our next speaker, Dr. Rhonda Stinson Boyd, is a dynamic leader and visionary, serving as the founder and CEO of Flow with Rhonda consulting firm. She empowers business owners and families to achieve financial freedom, build wealth, and turn dreams into reality. Somebody say, I got a dream. Yes, ma'am. As the executive director of the Passion to Pay project, also known as P3, she champions entrepreneurship and economic empowerment in underserved communities. She is a 4-time author. Somebody say 4 times. Property manager, investor, and adjunct professor. She also a sought-after leadership and mindset coach. Dr. Boyd's expertise in financial literacy and wealth building has been featured in prominent media outlets, inspiring audiences to create lasting legacies. Go ahead and start clapping right now for Dr. Rhonda Stinson Boyd.
Thank you. Well, which way you going? We're going to dance? Yeah, we're going to dance. We're going to dance out. We're going to dance out. Well, hello, everybody. Hello. I think one of the things that, she said so much, but one of the things she left off was, I like money. I do. I like money. I want to talk. Oh, come up. Yeah, that's better. Don't let me forget I got these on. There's a story behind this, okay? Before I walk off. But I am so happy to be here. Look. And they set this stage so good for me because Taria talked about branding and making more money. Bruce talked about how easy it is to get the money and the investment. And I'm going to talk to you about, okay, where should you put that money at? And a little bit about my story. So first of all, I got a question because I want to make sure I'm in the right room. How many of you are planning on retiring? Raise your hand. If you're online, and I didn't bring my phone up here so I can't see, but if you're planning on retiring, put I want to retire online. But I also want to tell you, look, do you realize that most retirement accounts right now, the average retirement account only has $140,000 in it? That's the average, between 140 and 160. And as business owners, because one of the questions that was asked a few minutes ago, how many of us are business owners? How much do we have as business owners for retirement? And a lot of this is just knowledge that we just didn't know. We're going to financial advisors who are telling us, oh, you need $250,000 in order for us to set you up a retirement account. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to have that much. All you have to do is make a decision. So my title is 4 steps in, what was it, 4? Overcoming fear and transitioning from W-2 to 1099 because, look, most of us probably, how many of you got a 9-to-5 also? Doing something besides the 1099? Okay, so we got to plan ahead. A lot of times we are being reactive versus proactive when it comes to our money. And we got to get out of that habit of being reactive. And a lot of times, things slip up on us as far as being reactive, like, oh, they closed their doors on you. And you was planning on staying there for a long time, but they decided to do something different. So I am going to tell you how to get from at least have an exit plan to the next step on really saying goodbye to your job, but being prepared regardless of what the economy looks like. Because there's people that are losing their jobs left and right now. And guess what? They didn't plan that. That was not in the cards. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about my story also. So it's 3 points. We're gonna talk about how to do this because anything you do over and over and over again helps you build confidence anyway. So you have to start practicing while you have a job. And if you're an entrepreneur, you just gotta know how to play the game. So we're going to talk about mindset is the first one, knowledge, and then community. Because y'all got the communities you in makes a big difference of where you're going, especially depending on the people you hanging around. So let's talk about mindset. Let's talk about our money mindset, because a lot of times we don't even think about money because what we did was we caught it from our parents. How many of you got bank accounts? How many of you got a bank account? Who told you to put money in the bank account? See, granddaddy. Somebody did anybody tell you? Or you just decided to go with the flow? Everybody else was doing it, so I did it too. So that's one of them things that we caught. A lot of our money habits are something that we've caught, not that it was taught at all. And you got to be in the right places to catch what you want. And so I'm going to do an experiment with you all, and y'all just play along. It might not be the most favorite thing you might want to do, but I'm going to start something, and I want you all to repeat it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and liberty and justice. When's the last time you said that? Yeah, a long time. And everybody in here knew it. Do you know why? Do you know why you know that? Because we were ingrained. It was ingrained in us. Our money habits are the same way. You saw your parents, either your parents told you no about some money, money don't grow on trees, money don't do this, we don't have it, no, you can't get this, we don't got McDonald's money, we don't got no, and guess what? We stuck with that. We stuck with it. Now we tell ourselves no on some stuff because we think that we can't have it. But you can, but you got to tell the story. So homework, because I like giving homework, because you're not going to be able to do this right now. But please write down, you need to go back to your earliest memory of money. The earliest memory, the first time you saw maybe your parents sitting down writing bills, or the first time you were told no to buy something. Because now you need to unwork that working inside of you so that now you can move with grace with money. But it's not going to be something that happens overnight. You're going to end up having to do it over and over because triggers, them buttons that get pushed, them triggers will make stuff come back up and you revert back to what you were doing, just like putting your money in the bank. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about that. So that's the first one, is mindset. We got to rewrite our story. So y'all look, we are out here playing the game of life when there are people out here playing Monopoly. They buying the block. We out here just living and walking through life and just doing what we see other people doing. How many of you know or was told or you caught that, oh, I can become wealthy if I buy real estate? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay. So we talked about the banks. How many of you know that if you want a good retirement plan, what they told you to do? If you was working for corporate America, 401k. And if you didn't work for somebody, what's the other name of it? I think I heard somebody say it. 403Bs or IRAs, all those. You got some pensions out there. Now, pensions was them good days. We got any baby boomers in the house? We got baby boomers. Like them baby boomers, they got pension. Them baby boomers got the best of both worlds. They got pensions and 401ks. And let me tell you this, did y'all know there is a great wealth transfer that's happening right now to the tune of $84 trillion. And if you are not prepared for when them baby boomers pass away, you ain't gonna know what to do with that money at all. But we got to be prepared. So looking at the money part, that's the knowledge that we need to know, is that there are other places. Everybody raises, we don't know why we put money in banks. All I know is I can go get my money when I want to, and it's safe up to $250,000. I don't have to worry about losing it. But it ain't growing none at all, at all. We look at real estate. Real estate is great, but you need to hold on to it in order to make some money. But you can be rich in assets, but poor in the bank. So you can have all this equity in your house, but if you don't know how to move equity and live off equity and do the right things with it, guess what happens? You're just sitting in the house. So guess what? So when COVID happened, all them people that had houses that were paid off but couldn't go to work, They still needed money for their lights. They still needed food. All of that. If your house is paid off, that is wonderful. But you gotta get into environments that's gonna show you how to be able to use that money from your house. Because when I was growing up, my mom was like, don't you put no second mortgage on that house. Don't you do any of that. And guess what? Other people have been doing it for a long time and been making money doing it. They know how to move it and invest it. So let's talk about, and so those are some examples, but let's talk about life insurance. How many of you know that you can make money, not make money, but you can actually put money into life insurance, be able to get it out when you want to, it's safe, it grows, and you have a tax advantage. So we talk about real estate, we talk about crypto, digital currency, talk about the bank. None of those things gives you all four of those things. But if we're not talking about it in our communities, then how do we change in the direction that we're going in? We can't, because you don't even know the right question. I love Bruce was talking about questions, asking the right question. But if you don't even know the question to ask, then you're lost. Again, there's people out here that's playing this money game that we have not been privileged to. My third point is community. Oh, she ain't gave me no signs yet. My third is community, but I want to go back to the money part and how I got into doing what I do. So I did what my parents told me to do, go to school, get a good job with them good benefits, i.e. 401k. I was that average. When they closed their doors, after I worked for them for 19 years, I had a whopping $160,000. 19 years. Yeah, right. That's how I felt. Because 20 years in the military, I could have retired. How long do you believe that you should be forced to actually work in order for you to retire? Somebody give me some numbers. Put some numbers in online. How long? 5 years. How long should you be forced to work before you can retire? 5, 0, 10. How about we not be forced at all and we take it in our own hands? So 160, and that was me faithfully putting in, which means I was in the market, going up, going down, doing all the things. And guess who else wanted their money? Oh, by the way, I didn't know what to do with the money. All this stuff that I'm doing now, I wish I had known. That's why I do what I do when talking to other professionals, is have an exit plan, but also have a plan for your money when you leave that job. Because you need a plan. Because first of all, I'm not 59 and a half. So what y'all think? Who else wanted their money? The IRS did, to the tune of $92,000. Now, I bought a house with that 160, but it cost me a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it. So if I had known what I knew now, 7 years ago, I would have took that money and actually put it in life insurance. And it would have grown. I probably would have about $500,000 right now, to be honest with you, with the market, because there's no loss in it. I'm not one of them people that want to gamble where I go to bed one night, the money is high, and then all of a sudden, I wake up the next morning, my money gone. I don't like that at all, okay? At all. So third thing is community. Y'all look, who y'all hanging out with? For some of you, you all came here to be poured into, didn't you? How many came to be poured into? Y'all saw what was online. You want to be poured into. What if I told you that you're actually the oil and every speaker that comes up here is the vessel for you to pour? Tell them what you need, and then they're going to help you multiply what you already have. Because of the community that we're in. And I do want, I can do my shout out right now. I do want to shout out Book Profits Club. This was a community that I, by chance, okay, do it again. Okay, I can do it again. I do want to shout out Book Profits Club. Woo-hoo! I didn't know what I was getting myself into. All of a sudden, I connected. 6 months later, I wrote 4 books. But then the mindset change that happened while I was under this program, and what Taria pours into you is life-changing. She helps coaches, authors, and network marketing. I am an insurance agent. I don't do network marketing, but our structure is about the same. So I am now helping people build their own businesses within this industry. And I'm doing it based on the things and the techniques that I was taught in Book Profits Club. So yes, it works, but I wouldn't have known this if I hadn't taken a chance to join a community. I was in a situation where me and my husband were like top tier of income with all of our friends until my job ended. And then I think we still are. But the problem was I couldn't break the ceiling. I needed to be around people who thought different, who think different, who act different, who has a different income. And that's what Book Profit Club did. But also I found my other home within the insurance industry, which is TWA, the Wealth Academy. Give it up for the Wealth Academy. You need to be in communities that's going to change your mindset and change your knowledge. The key to the first two things that I talked about is community. If you don't surround yourself and immerse yourself, why do you think people go to other countries, come back speaking a whole different language? Because they were in the environment. Wealth is a whole different language than what we've been taught or what we've been caught. And so you need to be around people who have a higher level of thinking and that they want, first of all, they want you to win. That's one thing I can tell you about TWA and BPC is that everybody wants you to win. We are here for each other to help you to win. And when you're down and it don't feel like things are working and you can get on a chat and everybody can cheer you on, you need that in your life. So if you want to change your mindset, if you want to change your knowledge around money, I'm going to give you an opportunity to work with me too. But that is the key. That is the key to all of this is actually building a community around you and being part of a community. So I had 10 minutes. I don't know how. What am I? 4. I got 5. Yes. Okay, good. I saw Brittany trying to walk at 4. Oh, she took it down to 4. Oh, she took it down to 4. But yes, it takes, and I can talk about this. Thanks, y'all, for reminding me. So we are walking around with invisible chains around us. We are being tied down by the things that are going on in our mind and running around in our mind. The only person that can break those chains is you. It's you and with the help of community, because the problem is we're trying to do it on our own. Why are we trying to build organizations by ourselves? Even God didn't create the heavens and the earth by himself. He had the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So it was 3 people. And we out here trying to be solo entrepreneurs. Why? Why? Because we believe we can do it all. We got so many hats, but those hats are keeping us in bondage. So the only way that you can get out of that is for you to get the key and unlock it and walk out. Let's see if it works. You have to be willing to take the key and unlock the potential inside of you. Again, you all are the oil. All of us are vessels. We can help you multiply what you have, but you got to know who you are inside to be able to do it. So again, I am Dr. Rhonda Stinson Boyd. I help professional women who are ready to do an exit plan, be able to exit from their job and go ahead and plan the right way.
Thank you. Y'all give it up. Listen, as soon as she unhinged that, I said, all I wanted to sing was shackles on my feet so I can dance. Hey, I just want to praise you. That's what I felt. Rhonda, listen, dope. I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope you guys are still excited too. We got a few more speakers coming up. All right. Our next speaker, Tammy Renee, is a transformational speaker. Oh, just playing. Oh, yes. And make sure you put their names. Yes. I will come around and collect.
And also, guys, we're doing a special giveaway. So if you want to, and these
Yes.
gadgets right here, you're able to purchase. We have a special that we're going to be announcing in a minute. So everybody just go ahead and pull your phone out and scan that right now. And then you'll also see where you can purchase a book from one of our
Yes.
speakers. You might remember Pete, but
Yep.
purchase a book.
Of course.
And then that'll give you a raffle ticket. While you guys don't see the TV here today, I figured, you know what, we just gonna send it to you.
Yeah,
So
that's
make
nice.
it easier. So that means everybody online can also win that Taste
Yes.
Advantage. Now, if you're online, you have to just invest into the special, the books, because you're not.
That's
cheap.
right.
So if you invest into the special, you get entered into the raffle as well.
Do the raffle. Yes, absolutely. So, yes, make sure you guys are doing your raffles. Make sure you are hitting this QR code, getting books, all the things. And online, make sure you guys are registering as well. If you have not registered, make sure you're doing that as well. Everybody good? Yeah, we good. Okay. I know y'all busy. It done got real quiet in here. They getting their books. That's what's going on, Taria. They getting them books. Okay, so Miss Tammy Renee is a transformational speaker, strategist, and creator of Wave Philosophy. Y'all want to know what that stands for? Wave. Let me tell you real quick. It stands for wisdom, awareness, vision, and energy. Okay, Wave Philosophy. She teaches creatives, introverts, and purpose-driven entrepreneurs how to build freedom and profit on their own terms. Somebody say my own terms. Yes, that's right. Through her 100-day blueprint course and global retreats, she empowers others to shift from hustle to harmony. As the author of Grow and Go Global, Tammy Renee proves that living boldly, traveling freely, and creating wealth in alignment is absolutely possible. Go ahead and start clapping right now. Start clapping right now for Tammy Renee. Hey, hey, come on.
Oh, I gotta hold on mic too. Okay, yes. I tend to move around, so if I'm moving around too much, because I move around the globe a lot, so I move a lot, just tell me to be still for a moment, okay? All right, so I got a few things I want to ask you first. I'm gonna put that down till we need it. And if you're online, I got a little delay, so if you are responding, I will respond as soon as I see it. Let me ask you, has anyone in here heard of being a global entrepreneur? Yes. What does it mean? Anyone else? Investing in other countries. All right. Well, let me share with you what it means when I say being a global entrepreneur. Okay? There are 4 ways to identify yourself as a global entrepreneur. And the first one is working with international clients to build your business. Can you do that? Can you work with international clients and get a couple of extra few bucks? Right. The second way is living a global lifestyle. And what I mean by living a global lifestyle is that you are traveling for 3 weeks to 3 months to a location, but you are keeping your home base here in the United States, but you're taking up to 3 months to go somewhere else, and you are working your business, okay? You are also work your business, also connect work over there too. So you're getting double chances of making money. But remember, the key is that you are keeping your location here in the United States. The third way that I identify you as a global entrepreneur is a digital nomad. What a digital nomad does is they actually give up their location in the United States, and they will travel for 6 months to 1 year in a foreign country with a digital nomad visa. That is something you have to apply for with paperwork, but that allows you to stay in another country for longer than a year or so, being renewable. And the fourth way, but the key with that, remember, is they give up their location and they actually bounce from country to country from town to town. They don't really settle down nowhere. Then the fourth way is an expat. Anybody ever heard of expat? Yes, expat is probably one, and digital nomad is another one that you probably heard of. But an expat gives up their home in the United States also. They move to another country with the intentions of getting residency or citizenship in another country. They're there for a year to however long they choose to be there. They don't have to leave once they got that residency or once they got that second citizenship. Some of those countries, make sure you do your research, make you give up your US citizenship before getting their citizenship. So I wanted to establish this with you because that's what we're talking about today, is being a global entrepreneur. And I wanted to make sure you understood what it meant to be a global entrepreneur. And that last one, the expat, they are the ones that actually will have a brick and mortar. The other ones will not typically set up brick and mortars in other places. So if you were a photographer and you wanted a studio, then you would be more so expat. But there's other ways to do that without being an expat, okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a little visualization, all right? Who all in here are entrepreneurs, authors, coaches, consultants?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, we know what you do. What do you do?
Presently, I work a 9 to 5, but I'm also just joined Dr. Rhonda in the insurance agency, and then I also write books.
All right. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little visualization. Let me check in on my online people over here. How's y'all doing over there in the online? With the, oh, what she said? Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so. Hi, I'm Raquel Clement. I presently work a 9 to 5, and I am working on my exit strategy with Dr. Rhonda Boyd and in insurance, and then I also write books.
There you go. Anyone else want to share what they do? All right, well, we're going to get y'all global anyway, okay? All right, so we got photographers, we got consultants, insurance, we got authors in the house. And online, we got coaches and consultants, international business. Okay, we got everybody else. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little visualization. And it's not little, it's actually pretty big, because this is going to help you go global. So you can close your eyes if you choose to, but you're going to imagine yourself as a global entrepreneur. So we're going to be doing a little work while we're doing this visualization. It ain't about going to sleep and meditating, okay? We actually going to do some work. All right, so imagine that you are on a plane and you are headed to the middle of the Costa Rican jungle. Okay? Let's better play. You could you smell the freshness of the rainforest. You got papayas, mangoes, bananas on the tree that you can pick and eat in its natural state. Monkeys, sloths, and toucans, oh my, as we watching the days go by. Maybe you are walking through the rainforest and taking photos to create content for your business. Maybe you're sitting on your deck, opening your computer to create an email or meet with a client for some consulting. Perhaps you're at a coffee shop, sipping on coffee, people watching as you design your marketing. Maybe you went to the beach and you are people watching, answering your emails, or opening your computer to write. Letting the creativity guide you in your content that you are creating. Now, open your eyes. How many of you realize that you can take your business, go global, and make money while you are doing it? Yes, every single one of you, if you can build your business around making it movable, you can do it. For instance, I'm going to use you as a photographer. You don't just have to do photography local. Because actually, I went to Curacao, and in the form for the expats, someone was advertising that they wanted to do some photography, someone who was traveling there. They wasn't even living there. I answered the call, okay? And so I got to get professional photos done in Curacao while I was there from someone who lived in California. So anything you do that you can take mobile, and there's other things you can do too, but anything you can do that you can do virtually, you want to build a business that moves with you. In this state right now, the United States, who's trying to stay here? Anybody got their hand up for that one? Nope. How y'all doing online? I hope you heard the sound effects. You may not have heard them, but I hope you've heard them. So anyways, I bring 25 years of experience stepping on 5 continents, 30 countries, and I help introverts and creatives build a business that aligns with them so that they can take it anywhere in the world and make money doing it. And in my 100-day blueprint, I give you the roadmap to design this business, this freedom lifestyle, your dream lifestyle. Build the business that moves with you. How's that sound to you? That sounds good. Yes, yes, yes. Did you imagine yourself taking your business with you? Did it feel good? Okay, so all the money that we saving over here, we can now get started, right? You ain't got to have the excuse, I'm waiting on the money, right? And then we learn how to say yes, yes to the sales. So when you are international, you will not have a problem making that money. So as Howard Thurn says, what did he say? I forgot. That just slipped my mind. As Howard Thurn says, don't ask the world what it needs from you. Ask what makes you come alive and go do that. Don't ask the world what it needs from you. Ask yourself, what makes what? You come alive and go do that. And then take it global, okay? Then take it global. So I knew for some reason, from very young age, I wanted to have an international lifestyle. I didn't know what it was going to look like, but I knew I didn't belong here in the United States for some reason. That could have been a lot of other things that was going on in my life that made me feel that way, but I knew, okay? So I took my very first trip to Switzerland in 1999. And you know, when you see in the movies, it all looks like it's all fake and it's a movie set. Well, when I went there, it actually brought it to my reality. And I realized that you can live this different lifestyle, that you can go shopping at the corner, you know, at the stores, and it's like open. And it's just amazing watching and seeing other cultures and how they live. And the other great thing is I went during the wintertime, so it was snow at that time. And when you see the snow in the movies, it look all fake and fluffy and everything. That's exactly how it looked. It was so fluffy. It was so white. It was so pure. It was like that kind of snow you could pick up and be like, ooh, I can eat this. You know, we ain't doing that here. But it was that type of snow. And I did spend 2 weeks over there at that time, but I went with a friend, so I got to actually experience it with the locals versus experiencing it as a tourist. So that actually set me up for my journey. That actually set me up to know that I wanted to live international, whether it was full-time or whether it was living a global lifestyle. In 2014, I moved to Costa Rica. And in Costa Rica is where I learned a lot of my lessons that I share with you today. And that was also, the lessons from that also inspired my book, Grow and Go Global. And I'm going to be sharing with those with you today, so we're not going to get too much into it right this moment because you're going to hear all about that. But recently, as I'm developing the global lifestyle, I took a trip to Curacao. When I went to Curacao, I knew it was set, it was done. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to teach everybody else to do. Because when I got to Curacao, they sought me out, right? Now I'm gonna mind you, it wasn't like my first trip there. It was actually my third time there. The other times I went for 2 weeks, and then I went for a month, but this time I spent 2 months there. But this time when I went, when my plane landed, when my plane did what? Landed. When my plane landed, they sought me out because I had already established myself as a global entrepreneur. I did not have to go look for the work. They came and found me. So being American, don't take it for granted that they will come find you. Okay? So they sought me out, and when I got the 5-minute mark, I think, but they sought me out. So they asked me to come and speak. They asked me to come and do workshops at the airport for corporate. And guess what? I got paid for it. Okay? So that was money that I did not plan before I got on that plane to fly over there. And that's what I want to help you do. I want you to be able to travel the globe and make money doing it. There's 3 tips I want to give you before I leave today, though. Those 3 tips is learn how to use your natural skills and build a business that moves with you. Okay? So write down all your skills from your jobs, from your trainings, from your hobbies, all the things you already knew. You don't want to go to another country and have to try to figure it out. Okay? The other thing you want to do is you want to let go of that hustle and embrace harmony. I'll tell you a quick story. When I moved to Costa Rica, I took the cognitive skill test. We all agree that cognitive skill is related to your mindset, correct? Okay, and then we agree that the hustle is a fixed mindset, correct? Okay, so when I went to Costa Rica, I went with a hustle. I worked and wondered, why am I surviving and not thriving in the middle of paradise? Okay, so when I got there, I took it before I went and I scored average. After 3 years of living there, I returned back, I retook the test, and I scored below average because I was hustling instead of living in paradise. I went into a depression for 3 years. I came out the depression, got coaching, went on my personal healing journey. I retook the test, and guess what I scored this time? Right above average. Yes, yes. And then that's when my lesson was, hustle without harmony can cost you everything, even your identity. Okay, so leave the hustle at home and embrace the life, because we want to live life and not let life live us. And stop saying life is lifing, okay, because you need to be life in the life, okay? All right, so after that, one thing to remember, that if you don't like where you're at, you can move. You are not a tree, okay? So let's spread our roots and grow and go global. My name is Tammy Renee. I'm your life and business strategist.
Yeah. Yes, get your questions.
One name per question, and when we start doing a panel, you won't be able to send up your questions. So please work on them now. Okay?
Yes, yes, yes. Also, shout out to Sharon B. Boykin. Getting the raffles. Make sure you're getting your raffles going, you guys. Make sure you're getting your raffles. All right. Can we give it up for Tammy Renee one more time? That was so good. So good. She had me in the forest and the trees and in the beach. And listen, I love visualization. Okay, our last speaker. Make sure you guys are doing your cards, your questions. I want to make sure I get all the reminders going. And then make sure you are buying for your raffles. Our last speaker. Everybody say last speaker. Okay. Dr. Barbara Green is a visionary leader, author, and media personality with a deep passion for empowering others. The author of 3 life-changing books and the host of the Empowerment Hour with Dr. Barbara Green. She uses her platform to uplift. Everybody say uplift? Yes, educate and inspire. Her calling to teach and empower the people has made her a trusted voice in leadership and faith. When Dr. Green speaks, lives shift. Ooh, are you ready for a shift? Yes, absolutely. Because her message reminds us that true empowerment begins within. Go ahead and start clapping right now for Dr. Barbara Green. Whatever works for you. Listen. There you go.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just so happy to be in the room today. Let's give a shout out for Taria. Amen. Let's give a. I think I'm at church. Has anyone in this room had any challenges before they started writing a book or when they was writing their book? Did anyone have any challenges? You got 2 challenges, okay. Are you frustrated? Did you want to give up? Oh my God, all above, yes. I'm that person as well, okay? But I want to encourage you today, do not give up. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead right quick here and just going to get right to it. I would like to share my own journey to inspire, motivate, and guide others in overcoming challenges in writing a book. Writing a book can be exciting, right? It can be so exciting. I was so excited, y'all, when writing a book. Had no idea what I was doing, but I was excited. Amen. I was so excited. But it also came with so many challenges. I would like to share some of the challenges that authors faces during the writing process. And my own journey is an example. I don't, maybe this is not working here. Wait. Let me share my journey right now. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was determined to write a book. It was very challenging, but I didn't give up. So whoever's in the room today, don't give up. Don't give up. I started researching, I started writing, doing the best that I could, but I soon found myself to be frustrated, stuck, and overwhelmed. I didn't have anyone to help me, but thank God today we have someone to help you. If you need some help in the room today, we have Taria here to help you, okay? I went to different workshops, I gathered information. It was very informative. So I decided to write things down, try to organize my thoughts, and keep pushing forward. I found someone that a pastor had told me to go, and maybe they could help me because they was a publisher. But there was a challenge, y'all. What takes about 72 hours to write a book today, it took me 2 years to write my first book. Yes, it did. But I was determined not to give up, okay? So picking the right idea, that can be a challenge. Picking the right idea, sticking to the right routine, getting past writer's blocks, organizing the book, doubting their work, finding time to write, editing and rewriting, losing motivation, handling feedback, publishing and promoting the book. Am I in the room today? So picking the right idea, y'all, can be challenging because you know what? We have so many ideas. We have so many ideas in our head, we don't know what to do. But we don't even know how to choose the one. So some ideas sound exciting at first, but don't hold up on what you start writing. They sound exciting, so exciting, but there's sometimes not enough content to build a full story or book. Number 2, sticking to the writing routine. This is very challenging because how many of you have a million things to do? And then talking about writing a book, it can be done, y'all. It can be done. If anybody that know me know I have 100,000 things going. But I was determined to write this book, no matter how long it took. And thank God today I have 4 books, amen. So here's just a suggestion. Set a small goal, maybe 15 to 30 minutes a day, depends on who you are and what your schedule look like. Okay, so as long as you are getting started, and you please do not give up, okay? The next one is, I know people have different schedules, so try to pick a consistent time so you can make it a habit. Create a writing space, a quiet, comfortable spot that helps you to focus, eliminate distraction, put the phone down, put the computer down if you're able to. And you know what? I came up with another one. I said when we put the phone down, if the phone is in the room with us, we still not putting it down. So I encourage you to put your phone in another room so you can focus on what it is that you need to do with this book. Check your progress. Check off each day that you write. When I see progress, I get motivated. How about you? I get motivated. If I don't write but a paragraph a day, I am motivated, okay? So we need to be flexible but committed. We know life get busy, but instead of skipping, don't skip, y'all. Just write something. Be consistent. Number 3, getting past writer's blocks is a challenge. This means when a writer can't think what to write or feel stuck writing. This means that, Lord, I'm thinking about this, but I can't even put it on paper. This can really happen when you are tired or stressed. Do we have anybody in the room that's been tired and stressed, that's trying to write a book? You know what? But then you doubt your ideas. Don't do that. Sometimes we are our worst enemies. Stop doubting yourself. You can do this. I want to encourage you. You can do this, okay? You can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm talking about the authors, the new authors, and the ones that are writing now. Organizing the book. Here are a few common challenges. We can have too many ideas at one time, which leads to stress, frustration, and becoming overwhelmed. Sometimes the structure is not clear. The chapters could be all over the place, all out of order. Sometimes the content may not flow smoothly, and then that can get you frustrated, right? Then you just start having anyone just kept rewriting over and over and over again. Could not get the thoughts together. If it's all possible, please create an outline before writing. You can break it into sessions or chapters. I didn't do that in the beginning. It was, I just didn't know what to do, but I was doing the best I could. But I was determined that I was going to write the book. Do we have any determined people in the room today? Determined. Just be determined today, okay? It would be great clarity to clarify your main message or your purpose. I was and still is an overthinker. Is that good, y'all? Is that good? No, it's not. When you are an overthinker, you can get stuck. My God, I'm talking about for real get stuck, okay? So, we can overthink while organizing, trying to make the outline perfect on the first try. Just doing stuff over and over and over again and really not getting anywhere. Worrying about if the reader's going to like your chapter. Second guessing every decision. You outline, then you delete it. Then you start all over again. Just not sure which direction to get into. You have to start your core purpose. What do I want my reader to understand, feel, or do by the end of this book? Our directions need to be clear. And my direction wasn't clear, but I was determined to write a book. I knew it was about prayer, so I said, okay, Lord, you're going to work this thing out, okay? So write a one-sentence purpose statement. This book is about rejection, and by the end, I want readers to feel confident. This is just an example. And to practically ways to rebuild their self-worth. Building self-worth is about learning to see your value clearly, not based on other people's opinion. Doubting their work. This is a common struggle for authors who is writing. This is one of the most common struggles for authors, beginners, and those that are seasoned. When a lot of doubt comes, it comes when you are doing the rough draft. It's not going to sound like a publishing book in the beginning, and that is okay. The first draft are about discovery, not perfection. Doubt doesn't mean you're failing it. It usually means you are creating something that matters. So keep going, y'all. Don't quit. Don't throw in the towel, because you have to tell doubt when it shows up that this is doubt and not a fact, okay? Losing motivation. I was about to lose motivation. I'm like, listen, this is just too much, but I'm determined to do this book. If it took 2 years, But thanks be unto God, these last 4 books have not taken 2 years. Thank God for technology as well, okay? So losing motivation. Not only does new authors lose motivation, but also authors who have experience lose motivation. When you see all the chapters and sections, all the ones that you have to deal with, you be like, oh my goodness. You can lose motivation by being unclear of the purpose or the direction. If you and I aren't clear about the purpose or direction, this is going to create a whole problem. Another way of losing motivation when you compare your outline to someone else that is finished, which can make you feel some kind of way. Sometimes you can't even share your dreams with nobody, okay? Sometimes you cannot. You can regain motivation while organizing. Don't try to organize the whole book at once. You're talking about losing motivation. This will really take you there. I encourage you to keep a motivation reminder. I love sticky notes, y'all. Anybody that know me know I love sticky notes. I'm a sticky note person. I love sticky notes, and you know, this is what works for me. I don't know what works for you, but this is what works for me. I love sticky notes and journaling. Send yourself or write yourself a reminder that my book matters. How many know your book matters? Your books matters, okay? So begin to speak to yourself that every step counts. You have to encourage yourself. You have to boot yourself when you feel stuck. Then your next one is finding time to write. It is difficult for authors to find time to write, especially when life is for real busy. When you have to make time to write. Write at your natural peak. You know, for me, it's morning. I love the morning. Early in the morning. I can get 100 things done early in the morning. Or afternoon or evening. For me, it's the morning, like I said. So then you have to do what? Sometimes you got to turn your notification off. Silent your phone. And I would like to go as far as that. I just said to keep your phone out of reach for those that may be able to do that. If we see the phone, we're going to at least check the phone to see if anyone texts. Am I right? Yes. Even though it's in the room and it's on silent or it's off, but then your mind going to say, you know what? Let me just check and see if somebody texts at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. So the thing is, we got to do whatever we need to do to make this thing work, y'all. And then number 9, handling feedback. You know how it is when you're doing something amazing, things, and everyone, you looking for some positive feedback, but unfortunately, you're not going to get positive feedback in every area, okay? It doesn't happen all the time, but you got to still do what? Keep it moving. I would like to share with you about feedback. It is not equally helpful. I would encourage all of us to use feedback as a growth tool. Feedback is a mirror showing you how others experience your book. What does it make your work stronger and build your skills as a writer? We have to have the right mindset, y'all. Feedback is a tool to improve the book, not a judgment of me. Take a deep breath or give yourself a moment to get into a calm, curious mindset, not a defensive one. Amen. Because you know where you're headed. You know you're going to end this thing strong. So you don't have to worry about what they say. You don't have to worry about if they're going to approve of it. As long as you know that you're going to do what the best that you can do, I want to encourage you to keep it moving. The last one is publishing and promoting the book. Many writers struggle to decide between traditional publishing and self-publishing. And Taria is here to help us with all of that, okay? Okay, so we're going to just go ahead. Many authors publish their book but don't know how to reach the readers. Without a marketing plan, even a great book can stay invisible. I am working with, my book stayed on the shelf even after it was published, y'all. It just now started moving about a couple years ago because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how people was going to take it. You know, just your mindset, just how you're thinking. But as of today, I'm like, listen, this book has been collecting dust and I could be getting paid, y'all, for real. And so as of today, the book is out there and I just thank God for that. So yeah, so the challenge is that thousands of books are published every day. It's easy to feel lost in the noise. The last thing I would like to share is book promotion involves hearing no, slow sales at first, a mixed review. That lets you know that you know what, you still got to continue, let nothing shake your confidence. If the book doesn't sell today, that doesn't mean it's not going to sell, but you got to keep it moving. Like the real tells us, we know what we need to do to get this thing going, but I want to encourage you, whatever challenges that you are facing today, don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Make sure that you stay focused on the assignment of writing your book, and just know that all is well. And I am done. Oh, I'm sorry. I am Dr. I'm Dr. Barbara Green, and I am an author, and I am in ministry as well. And not only that, I am the coach for, just came up with this one, the coach dealing with rejection, okay? And so now I am an author for that as well, and so this is what I'm doing now, helping those individuals that doesn't know how to deal with rejection, even with the families, with ministry, or whatever it is. I am that person for you, okay?
Thank you. Y'all give it up for Dr. Barbara Green, honey. Yes. I'm going to give some shout outs, you guys. My friends online. First off, let me shout out Crystal Redden, because these notes, baby, shout out, shout out. Yes. You guys remember online, the special right now is $197. You want to grab it before it goes back up to $2,997. Grab it right now. Some of my friends in the building that I want to give a shout out to, Rhonda Boyd, get her raffle ticket. Also, Monsina Etheridge. Sorry, did I say it right? Monsina for 2 raffle tickets. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Make sure you go ahead and you got your raffle tickets. At this time, go ahead and write down your questions. We're getting ready to do the panel in a few minutes. So if you have those last minute questions, make sure you're writing those down on the postcards. Remember, 1 question per postcard, and give them to Bruce. We are setting up for our panel. My friends online, if you have a question, go ahead and drop it in the chat. We'll be paying attention to that as well. And we're going to bring Miss Taria Vision Avant back up. Yes.
Yo, let's give it up for our MC. Okay, guys, so again, let me pull up our panel. Panel, come on up here. All of our speakers, come on and grab a seat. We're about to do the Q&A. So we're about to do our Q&A, y'all. And want to encourage you guys, please, go ahead and give yourself a book. We're giving away a flat screen TV. Bruce, we're giving away, scoot back up. I want y'all to scoot up like right here and scoot over here. Okay, hold on, let me do it. Right here. Okay. Yep, there you go. All right, so we're giving away a flat screen TV, y'all. Everybody say flat screen. Okay, yeah, everybody can be seen. We're giving away an HD tablet. Everybody say HD. What you need to do is scan this QR code. If for those who are online, if you're online, unfortunately, you can't be here to get the actual giveaway, the physical, but you can get a flat screen and you can get an HD. So in order to submit to win, you're going to go to the link that I've posted. If somebody could put this in the chat, you're going to be able to take advantage of today's special that we're going to talk about in a minute. When you take advantage, you get 2 raffle tickets. And as y'all may have seen, the special, the price is $2,997, right? We're going to go back to the regular price, but we reduced it now to $197. Honestly, $2,997 is not even the price. It's really a little bit less, but we reduced it down to $197, but we'll talk more about that, okay? Now, questions. Let's go ahead and get these questions started. All right, here you go. All right, now we do not have enough time, of course, to answer them all. And so that is why, did Rhonda get some? Okay, and if anybody doesn't have questions for Rhonda, please, make sure if you have a question, we need to get them right now. But that's okay, we'll still be able to ask them. So this is how it's going to work, guys. With the questions, we cannot answer them all. So that's why it's important that you are registered. Everybody say registered. So everybody who is registered will also be followed up with by all of our speakers. So all of you guys you will be contacted by our speakers, and they're going to, of course, if you have any additional questions, answer them for you. Okay, does that make sense? Yes or yes? So now we're going to have a good time where you guys are going to select one question. And then, Rhonda, just go over like a frequently asked question, because I think that's the thing. Sometimes people be afraid, people afraid to talk about money. So talk about some of the questions that I would normally ask you as well. All right, Barbara, we're going to start with you first, and then we're going to go down the line.
Okay. My question is, how do you know when you have chosen the right topic? For the first book, We Need to Pray, I knew because the Lord had given me that to pray. I know I'm a prayer warrior, what have you, but that's what he gave me, that topic on We Need to Pray, because there's so many people that doesn't know how to pray. And the second book is always personal, because it dealt with situations like caregivers who take care of the caregiver. They need help too. And that was from my mom who had Alzheimer's, so I've written a book on that. Then the third one was about cancer, the comprehensive guide to cancer. And this was birthed out of my nephew from his death, dealing with cancer. So we want to just educate. And this last one is feeling rejection, never being rejected again. And that's coming from my personal life, being rejected as a child and all of that. And so that's how those books came about. So that's how they came about.
Let's give it up. Very good.
Bruce Hill, I make sales simple for coaches, speakers, and entrepreneurs like you all. At what point in the sales process do you tell the potential client the price? I love this question. I think that a lot of places make the price a secret, and I'm not really sure why they do that. We want to make it easy for people to do business with us. So unless it's a customized offer, you're very likely following the same process every single time. It's very likely the price is the same every single time. So why are we making people do a scavenger hunt to find the price? What it sounds like is my services start at $1,000 and upwards based on your business needs. That way, if someone doesn't have $1,000, they know they probably aren't ready to come talk to me. And that's why I love this offer and why I love working with Taria, because we want to pour into you all and to give you that return on your investment for spending some of your Sunday with us. So $197 really is much lower than it should be.
Oh, yeah.
I like people to know the price, but they also have to know the value. So I give them a range, and then I like to have a conversation about their business needs. Once I understand their needs, I'm very happy to tell them, hey, to get you to where you want to go, to solve your problem, to accomplish your goal, here's the price. I make it as smooth as possible for them to get that number and make the decision to work with me. So that's my advice to you. Give them a range. Once you talk to them, give them an exact number.
He found one for me, by the way. Yeah. So I'm Dr. Rhonda Stinson-Boyd. My question is, if people are forced into retirement, how do they plan ahead in a short period of time? That is a loaded question, first of all, because we got to plan ahead. Because retirement doesn't have anything to do with age. It's more of money. How much money do you have to live off of? So a lot of us are sitting in this room. If you're definitely under 40, 50 years old, you need to be planning now. And the earlier that we actually talk to our communities about retirement, the more likely they'll jump in to do it. But if we're not talking about it, what we're doing is we're waiting for that good job to do 401k. And hopefully, if you're forced into retirement, if you have any 401k or anything like that, we'll talk about rolling it over and showing you how to multiply that money, even though and get it out the market, first of all. And that's the part of the problem is that we've given over control to our businesses, not our businesses, but to companies. We've given them control of our money, and then they told us, "Ooh, do this, and you can retire." I worked 19 years. I did that. It wasn't enough to retire, so I know. And then can I go ahead and do my other one real quick? Nope. Okay.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions here. So I'm going to address first the one, how do you pick the country and how do they find out about your business? So the way that I pick my countries is first I determine if where I'm going that I will be able to run my business. Meaning, I can't pick a country if I need Wi-Fi that's always having Wi-Fi outages, right? So that's going to cause me some problems. So that is one way that I start looking for the location that I want. And then I think about the lifestyle that I want to live. Also, the things I want to do outside of my business, because you don't want to go travel somewhere and just be all business, right? You want to also enjoy your life while you're there. So I also look at those things. One of the ways that I found Curacao is I went on Google Flight. Everybody knows about Google Flight? Okay, you go on Google Flight incognito, and you say from the U.S. to anywhere. And that's how I found Curacao. And it was the cheapest flight at that time. So I said, we're going to Curacao, okay? And so that's how I find that. And how the people found out about me in the country is once you start doing these travels to these different places, you want to network with business people. You want to network with entrepreneurs. You don't want to just stick with the tourist things, even though your tour guide, guess what, is an entrepreneur. So you can network with them, pass on your contact, and depending on what they do and who they know, because people know people, they'll start giving your name to other people, and that's how you spread who you are in that country. And you're the new guy, so everybody gonna know who you are, right? You ain't just the next Joe. I'm walking down the street, and they're like, oh, there's Tammy. I'm like, oh, my God. Everybody know me here. So you the new person. Everybody gonna know. Just you got to open your mouth, and you got to talk.
Okay, guys. So I love this question. Actually, how you doing? Hey, it's the pause for me. Okay. Well, of course, I make it awkward. Okay, no problem. Come on in. Come on in. All right, so one of the questions that I was asked was, what is the true average amount you recommend for people paying for promo marketing like podcasts, magazines, interviews? This is a great question. Absolutely phenomenal question. So first way is you got to work yourself back. You got to work yourself back. So let's just put a projected income, because specifically I work with people who want to make at least $10,000 a month. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, and if I can be transparent, I don't know if y'all saw who I'm partnering with now. We got a big event coming up in 2 days, and these are two individuals who us all combined together, we've done over $20 million with our clients. Our clients have done over $20 million in revenue. I am going into a year where in 2026, if your goal is not to make at least 10 grand a month, or a week or a day, I'm not your ideal coach, okay? Because it does take someone being willing to stay focused long enough doing the boring things, all right? So what do I mean by the boring things? The boring things like doing a workshop with 5 people every single week. That's not exciting. You want to go and speak in front of a stage of 10,000 people every time, right? I get it, but that's far and few between. Or the unfun things like sending out messages to people on social media, sliding up in the DMs. Before I could afford an ad, DMs were the primary way I've made money. Does that make sense? The unfun things like sales calls, right? If you are a business owner, and yes, for technicality, we're calling it sales calls, but it shouldn't feel like selling if this is something that you know you want to do. And I'm going to just say this, guys. If you've been in business for longer than 12 months and you have not hit your financial goal, then we've got to start making sure, is this what we're supposed to do? Everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. And I don't say that with trying to deter you, but you have to make a decision. They call it get mad. That no matter what, even if it's not exciting and sexy, I'm going to keep doing the work. So everybody say, I'm going to do the work. So first things first is I'm just going to put it at $10,000 per month is the income goal. When it comes to authors, because, you know, that's who I serve. Serve speakers and coaches who are authors. You're talking about 80% of most authors, 80% of most coaches, 80% of most entrepreneurs do not make $10,000 a month. 80%. So if we look around the room and we look at the statistics, we know that a large majority of us are not there. Now, what's the difference between the person who does and does not? It's not because they're better than us. God is no respecter of person. It's not because they have more degrees than us. It's not because they have more talent or marketing skills than us. It's about staying consistent, doing the unsexy stuff. Are y'all with me? All right. So the way that we're going to do this, and this is how I'm a numbers girl. And so for me, it allows me to be able to do work and knowing this is the result I'm going to get based on the activity. So who wouldn't mind making $10,000 a month every single month? And if you're already there a week, because some of y'all are ready to get to a week and a day. Now, some people get on the phone, they're like, I want to make $1 million. Okay, but let's start at $10,000 a month. Because this is the thing. If you were already supposed to make $1 million, you would have done it. Just like if you were already supposed to get to the 6. We don't really believe that we want to make $1 million. We're just saying it. Just like many people don't believe they're going to make $10,000. We just say it. So we have to now start, and very rarely, right? We've got to start making sure, who talked about the communities? I'd be around people, they'd be like, listen, so I'm about to go to this conference, I'm speaking on the stage, I'm about to drop $10,000 to speak for 20 minutes.
Ready to become a global entrepreneur. And this is what it takes to be a global entrepreneur, working with me to set this up. And with that, I even threw in an extra bonus. You're going to talk with me for 30 minutes and I will brainstorm. So you don't even have to figure it all out. Once you get the class, if there's a part where you're feeling stuck, you can contact me and we will do that. There will be no additional charge for that. Or if you want to talk before getting started, we're going to brainstorm your idea, what you can do, how you can turn your business into a global, even the locations, if you want to brainstorm about picking the right location. Anything you want to do, as long as it has to do with becoming a global entrepreneur, I threw that extra bonus in that. So that is 5 lessons with 5 worksheets and a one-on-one with me.
Virtual? Is yours virtual as well?
Barbara, can you get the microphone?
For everyone online, we're hosting these virtually so we can make sure that everyone has the flexibility to participate. So I want to say that if you're like, well, I can't make it to Atlanta, I'm not sure if I'm going to be in person, we're hosting them virtually for you because our goal is to help you win.
Hello, yes, I'm offering a 30-minute one-on-one coaching session. Also, I will be doing a rejection recovery workbook for those that are interested in that. Rejection breakthrough masterclass, which would be a virtual replay. And my last would be a bonus for $25 empowerment gift card. And so if anyone that's interested in that, I would love to connect with you because dealing with rejection is something that I have gone through with. So I would love for you to tap in with me.
Everybody answer another question. If y'all could get back tight again. You don't need to move up.
You said you want one more question?
Yeah, another question.
Oh.
And try to
That's-
answer in 60 seconds.
Then Bruce, to make sales simple, that's a question. If you're new in the space, you don't know what questions to ask. That's a really good question. If I'm new in the space, what question should I ask? And it's a bit of metacognition. We talk about thinking. Write this one down. It's one of my favorites. What do you want to share that I have not thought to ask you? And you'll be surprised what people tell you. And then you're going to end it the same way every time. Well, if I can help you get there a little faster, a little smoother, does it make sense to work together? So the questions are the answer.
It's Rhonda again. Can you explain how I can invest with a small amount of money? The process. The process is we sit down and we talk about it first. I think a lot of times a small amount is a different amount for different people. And there are plans out there that you can start, but it also depends on your age and your goals. So those are the questions and the discussions that we need to have, but you don't have to have a whole lot. I will let you know that. So we work within your budget, but we also can stretch and find the money too. So that's for me.
All right, so I'm going to answer the most important question, what's on everybody's mind next. And there's quite a few different ways that it was asked, so I'm just going to round it up around the money. So one of the ways that you asked, how do you know you are financially ready to move internationally or be a global lifestyle? One of the ways is if your business is up and running, you got money for a round trip plane ticket, and you got hotel stay or Airbnb, which I prefer if you're staying for 3 months or more, stay in an Airbnb. If you can pay for that, you can run your business while you're internationally. And did you know United States is the 7th most expensive place to live in the world? Okay, so anywhere you go, except for them 7 other places, it's gonna be cheaper. Okay? The other thing that was asked is about taxes. Now, if you are running your business and your business is registered in the United States, yes, you want to claim that money that you are making as a U.S. citizen because you want to write off that trip. Okay? If you don't claim that money, how are you going to keep writing off the trip? You can write off your hotel stay. You can write off the food you eat. You can write off everything as long as you are working internationally. So you want to claim any international money. They pay you PayPal. They pay you through Stripe. They pay you through the BPC system. Any way that they can get the money to you, you're going to want to claim that money as long as you are a U.S. citizen. Now, if you become an expat and you move it internationally and you giving up your U.S. citizenship or you becoming a resident or another citizen of another country, then you have to pay taxes there too. Now, you have to be careful with that because sometimes you will be double taxed as long as you keep that U.S. citizenship. Okay? So make sure that you pay attention to the rules and regulations. It's better just to travel as a global entrepreneur, keep your U.S. residency, and then pay the taxes on it and write the business off. It all washes out.
Okay, and then one more question. So just so you guys see, so you're going to get the author visibility starter package. You're going to get the Sales Made Simple Strategy Intensive. The phase 1 of, by the way, Bruce actually just had a testimonial of someone in BPC who did the intensive and was able to make her sale. You're going to get the phase 1 of the Clarity and Business Foundation, and then the Rejection Recovery Experience. This is $1,341 all together. And if you notice, it says $297, but guess what? Everybody say what? Right now, it is $197. And if you have Klarna or any of that, you can take advantage. But this is the deal. You have to lock it in now for this. After we leave today, when we leave here, this workshop is going to be listed at $2,997. So I'm telling you, it will. So if you want to take advantage, I would take advantage, guys. Sow that seed into yourself. Let me also share, and everybody that is online. So if you're online, you can go to the popupworkshop.com/special. These are all virtual opportunities. And if you're online, you also too get 2 raffle tickets to win, the flat screen TV and the HD tablet. So you got to take advantage of the special. Let me shout out those who bought books as well, who are entered into the raffle. We've got Raquel Clement. Let's give it up. Tiffany Benton. Tiffany, here you go. Come get your ticket. We also have, I would just say go. Go. Shots by go. Let's go. And then we have Shakila. I said it right. Okay, I just went to. I thought we said your. I thought you said your name was Key. Okay, thank you. Absolutely, love. We just met. We just met today, and she happened to say, "Oh, y'all got a workshop?" I was like, "Yeah, pull on up." So that's what I'm talking about. So a $20 investment. Now I'm gonna have you guys, once we're done, come in the order that you bought to come and select your book. But we're gonna do our raffles as well. Okay, I'm gonna answer the question real quick. Yes. Huh? No, I'm still answering the question. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Here you go. So, by the way, guys, remember our speakers are going to be reaching out to you. If you're registered, they're going to be reaching out to you guys, even everybody online. If you want to learn how to work with them personally, they're going to let you guys know how to do that. Does that make sense, everyone? Yes, yes? Okay, so let me see. I'm just going to pick one more question. Okay, well, people want to know about getting started with the Book Profits Club. Type this website down, www.bpc. That stands for Book Profits, because profits is plural. You only need one book for multiple streams. Does that make sense? So Book Profits Club. So that's what BPC stands for. So www.bpcinterview.com. The reason you cannot just go sign up, because remember I told you I'm literally only looking for people who want to make $10,000 a month. Because at this point, y'all, I don't have time if we're not willing to put in the 2 to 4 hours per day of consistent activity and laser focused. We are so distracted. One day you say you're going to do this, and then you wake up tomorrow, you're doing something else. That's not how you get to success. You've got to stay focused. Everybody stay focused. You got to stay focused. And I'm telling you guys, it's not sexy. Follow one course until successful. All of my millionaire friends have all told me the same. By the way, I was opening up my American Express business account. By the way, little cheat code. Everybody, you can open up an American Express business account if you're trying to get your Amex, build a relationship with them, business checking account. Just go Google it, American Express business checking account. Get that today. You will get, and they approve you. I mean, I don't know what they looked at. I mean, the credit is looking good, and of course, the income is great. But I also opened up a new processor, and I had to send to him what I've done in the past 3 months as far as income. And this is what being laser focused gets you. And I'm not going to tell you the amount, but the amount that I sent him for 3 months worth of activity and processing, I never even made that in a year's time with a bachelor's degree in computer science. In fact, the income that I sent him is 4 times more than what I made with my bachelor's in computer science when I sent him my statements. And it was because for 10 years, I've been preaching the same thing. Books, 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 till I am blue in the mouth. I am not waking up tomorrow and saying, okay, let me show you how to launch your own hair weave business. Does that make sense? Books. So you have to get focused, guys. This is the day and age too, where if you want people to trust you, they cannot see you dividing your time trying to do too much. It's too much scamming going on out here. It's too many frauds and fugazis out here. It's too many people out here pretending and their house is on foreclosure and their car is repoed. So it is important that we get laser focused. My millionaire friends all have told me it's been a consensus. They all made $1 million in one business. Now, doesn't mean that they didn't have vertical streams of income. Within Book Profits Club, we have multiple streams, but the intent, the goal, the end in mind is always the same. Does that make sense? So you have one business, but you can have vertical streams, but you got to get focused. And then once you make the million, because the million is always the hardest, you make that million, now you're able to invest into some additional things, additional private funding opportunities, passive streams of income. Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook, but he also owns Instagram. But guess what? They still have a CEO of Instagram. He's not the CEO. What else he own? YouTube, something else. I don't know. He owned a whole lot of stuff. He's not the CEO. He's not the founder. He's not the person working. He just put the money in it and he's getting a percentage. Yes or yes? That's big business, okay? The easiest way to self-publish. And so, great question. I believe that everybody should self-publish. I don't care what a publishing company is offering in this day and age. It's kind of like where musicians want to go independent. Unless you got the machine. And this is the crazy thing, too, about the machine. The machine works in certain scenarios. So you look at a person like Cardi B. Cardi B has the machine, but she already was the machine when she got the machine behind her. She already had millions of followers. Does that make sense? And so it made sense because now she can sign into the machine and she's not having to do, even if she does a 360, she's still a multi-millionaire. But many people will sign on to deals because they're giving you a $50,000 advance. Advance means this is money that we expect for you to give us back. And when you sign with a publishing company, they actually do not give you 100% of the profits. So you sign with a publisher, they say for every book you sell, you get $2. So you are working for them like a slave to get them $50,000 back of your advance. When you can sell 50 books and convert the 50 books into $10,000 a month. Yes or yes? The biggest mistake authors make is writing a book to sell a book versus writing a book to sell. So I want y'all to put yourself in that mindset. I'm going to have a book as a tool where, yes, I can still tell my story, but then it's designed to help me build vertical streams of income. Self-publishing is easy. Write the book. Now, there are techniques. Of course, Barbara can help you with that. I don't really necessarily sit down and teach publishing anymore because there's so many people who do. Yes, right? I don't have to teach that. There's so many people who do. I don't teach any publishing at all, right? But we have a course in the program. I recommend once your book is done, you then want to get either AI to edit it or you edit it for grammar and punctuation. I specifically talk to self-help authors. Now, if you are a fictional author, then you might want to have an editor who can edit for the flow, but AI can also help you with that too. Then it's a task that I like to call formatter. I get a formatter. This is a person who then takes my manuscript, resizes it, puts the table of contents, the page numbers, the chapter titles. Like, I do live reviews on TikTok, y'all, and some people are now, I've gotten over 200 plus new leads from TikTok. And so I go over some of the aesthetics of what you want to make sure your manuscript looks like so it looks professional and not like Boo Boo and Cousin Boo Boo and Cousin Ray Ray did it, okay? So we want to make sure we hire a professional formatter. And then, of course, your cover. Your cover is going to be designed by a separate cover designer. And by the way, there's a difference between someone who knows how to do graphics and someone who understands marketing. Marketing and a graphic designer are not the same. You need someone who understands how to position the title, where the subtitle should be, where the questions on the back should be, things of that nature, okay? But self-publishing is not as hard. And if you were to put like amount of money of what it would cost you, $1,000 can get you published. Edited, formatted, cover, all the things, all right? So everybody say, I'm going to do it. Yes, you will. And of course, if you need assistance, you can always go to our good lady Barbara right here. But we've got these okay, let's give it up. We got 2 people who took advantage of our special. Let's give it up. So Monsina. By the way, Monsina, what was your last name? It was always Etheridge, because as soon as I seen Monsina, I was like, I remember that name from OG. She used to be back in the network marketing. So she could tell you, I ain't lying. I was making money, won't I? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're going to give her 2 more raffle tickets. Yes. Hold on. Okay. Put that in there. And here you go. And then we also have Tiffany Benton. Whoop, whoop. She took advantage of the special. Girl, you about to get a whole lot. I'm telling you, y'all. This right here, this special is lituation. A lituation. Okay. Put this in here. All right, y'all. So we're about to do these giveaways. Is anybody else grabbing something? I just want to make sure because we're about to do these giveaways. Once we start doing it. Oh, she's doing a special. Okay, well, let's give her some time to do a special. Because I want everybody to get a chance to win their raffles. If anybody online, let's see here. So make sure, guys, if you are trying to lock in for the special, because we're going to be doing, I'm going to send you guys the flat screen if you win. And then you get 2 tickets of the raffle. And then if your name is called multiple times, you get multiple wins. Is that cool? Okay, let's see here. Entertainment books, is a planner considered a book? Yes, a planner is considered a book. In fact, a planner is so awesome because you have to fill in the blanks and people typically charge more for it. Ain't that crazy? It's a book, you got to do the work in it, and people be charging more for it. And so planners are absolutely considered books, absolutely can be a tool you can use to raise money. Matter of fact, TikTok, again, y'all, TikTok is the bomb when you're teaching on TikTok. There's a woman who made this planner like a few months ago, and it went viral. Like all of the influencers were selling it, millions and millions and millions of dollars. And it was literally just fill in the blanks. It had affirmations, but it was like affirmation, or it had like things that it was telling you that was like cutthroat, like, you know what I'm saying? Get it together. You know what I'm saying? But people were buying it, and it was get it together. Because that's how I felt like she was saying it to the people when they was opening it up, like, girl, get it together. Stop making excuses. But everybody was like buying this planner up, y'all. And the influencers, which that's another little TT. I don't know if you clocking it. You can have other people promote your products for you and get a commission. Remember, our book is a tool for marketing. So even if I was telling Tammy's in some influencer groups, some groups with a huge sphere of influence, like a lot of people in there, like very active for introverts. I said, well, you know, introverts really don't we weird sometimes, right? We think weird. We are socially awkward sometimes. And you message us, if we're not in the mood to respond, we're not going to reply. I have my read receipts on my phone on purpose because I tell people all the time, like, yo, not only am I an introvert, but I also have ADHD. So even as an introvert, if my energy is drained, I'm not going to reply back to your text. And it's not on purpose. I just be drained. Mentally, I don't have it. And so if you see that I read it and I don't reply, please don't take it personal, but hit me back. They don't do it though, but still, right? Anyways, so in her Facebook group, I was telling her, well, it's a Facebook group that has a lot of response. She put a post out. What I would do is I would then reach out to the admin of the Facebook group and say, listen, you have a lot of, what's the word I want to say? Not replies, but what's another word? Not interest, another word, not comments, but activity, engagement. You have a lot of engagement in your group. I want to know if I could do a business opportunity, which nothing going to cost you at all. You get 100% of the profits. Remember, our book is a marketing tool. So they say, well, what is it? Let's get on a Zoom. I'm not going to pitch you via inbox. I need to talk to you. So listen, your group has a lot of engagement. I teach people, the introverts, how to build their global business. I've got a book out, and I want to know if I can go live in your group for maybe a month, once a week for 30 minutes, and I'm going to sell my book. Anybody that buys the book, I'm going to give you 100% of the profits. Now, 100% of the profits, not the print costs. Remember, the biggest mistake authors make is writing a book to sell books versus writing a book to sell. Am I tripping off of a $15 profit when I know that 20% of the people in that group that buy the book will actually purchase my premium? I'm willing to give that because that is my marketing. Remember, we asked how much should we put? 100% of all your book profits should go back to your marketing. So I'm going to give you 100% in exchange of you letting me go live. And so now they like, oh, yes, let's do it. I'm getting all the profit. And I'm going to get them $15. And I'm selling the book for $20 plus a $5. It might be $6 now because shipping is high. So I might sell it for $26. I keep the money that it costs for me to print and ship. So I'm not out of pocket. And everybody who purchases, I then follow up. Let's get on a call. Let's talk. Are y'all with me? Everybody say, ooh, clocked it. Okay. I'm trying to tell you guys, this is how you get to that. Your book is your best marketing tool, okay? It is your best. Okay, I don't see anything else coming through, so I want to go ahead and we got to go because I'm supposed to be somewhere. Did you get it in there? Okay, well, I'm going to let you keep going. We're going to trust that you're going to do it and give it to you now. And then get it through there, okay? Yes, okay. All right. And then, there she got it. Okay, cool. And get her too? Yes. All right. Okay, y'all, so we're going to go ahead and do our giveaways. And if y'all want to back out, but y'all can stay here because we're going to take some pictures as a group. I mean, if y'all want to scooch over here, like to the side. Okay, y'all. So come on over here. And we're going to have Brittany. We're going to put, what we're going to do is, again, on this side over, we'll let you guys come and get them in the order, so don't worry about it. Right here, we're going to be picking up the, oh, did I get your dress on there? I'm so sorry, boo. So we're going to start off with these giveaways here. Don't grab your book yet. I'll tell you the order based on when you purchase so that we can make it fair, okay? All right, so we're going to start off with, for the first raffle, we're going to start off with Tammy. What do we got over here, girl? Yeah, what's in this box?
Positive energy, positive words, and it has a cards in there, affirmation cards for positive words, a book, Words Matter, a pencil, pen. It ain't scratched, I promise you. And it has information, a quote on there. So, and you got some little surprises in the little bag here.
Okay, nice. All right, so let's go ahead and pick our winner. Let's go, let's go. Raquel Clement. Whoop-whoop. Awesome. Yay, this is so nice. And we're going to have you take a picture with it. Okay, y'all. Okay, so let's go for our next giveaway. So we have our Profits Planner, and this is specifically for authors, speakers, and coaches. And it comes with a pen, and the pen has a scripture on it. The scripture says, everything is possible for one who believes, Mark 9:23. So we have two people who are going to win this Profits Planner and the pen. Let's get into it. Uh-oh, that's one.
They jumped out.
It done jumped out. Thank y'all for coming. Yes. Okay. Tiffany Benton, let's give it up. And go. Go, you got it. Yes, yes. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate
And
that.
let me give her her planner. All right. Here you go, love. Okay. The next is, I'm going to just make this a combo. All right. Nice little combo. We got the Voices of Change book as well as these beautiful journals. Whoever gets called first can select which color they want first. We have green and purple. Okay, y'all ready? Monsina Etheridge. Yes. Which one you want? Okay, yes, darling. Okay, and I didn't write names on every ticket, so I'm gonna just say the last three. The last three for four is 4487. 4487. 4487. Hey, come on now. Now, by the way, if y'all got multiple tickets, y'all are multiply entered. Multiple entered. Yes, darling, you're welcome. We're gonna take pictures with everybody too. Okay, what is this? What we got in here? Ooh. Okay, come on, branding. Yes.
So they have confessions that you can put on your shower wall. So you can do your confessions in the shower. One of my books, headphones, and a budget planner.
Ooh. Oh, I hope y'all heard that online. It's a lot. And so we have three of them.
Yeah, we got three of them.
All right, let's go pick three. All right. All right. The last four. 4543. Oh, Hey, big winner. Big winner. Okay, thank you, boo. All right.
One better because Rhonda is one of the ladies that I recruited. I am also an insurance agent and I recruited Rhonda. So I'm gonna ask Miss Terrell to pick out another number. I'm gonna bless somebody
Oh, so nice. Okay, so hopefully it's not because these are like back to back. Hold
with
on.
this. So I got okay. And hopefully it won't be mine.
Right.
Because I put
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
Is it? Okay,
That's it.
here we go. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay. I picked up the same one. 4541.
4541.
Up, Tiffany! Okay, awesome. And then this is what I'm gonna do for you. Here you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go, love. Yes.
Come back around.
Okay, 4544.
4544. That's you again.
Okay, well we're gonna put it back. Watch out, I'm picking up the same one. Oh no. Shaquila, you didn't get this already, did you? Did you just win this?
No.
Okay, come on, Shaquila, you got this. Shaquila right there. Shaquila Reyna. Okay, yes, such a pretty bag. And then we got one more.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, shake it out. Shake it out. All right.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Guess who it is? Rhonda. Get it? Look, we running out of tickets.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Okay.
No. Maybe I should leave them out and then put them back in next time. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Rhonda.
Okay. There we go. This one.
Here we go.
That's the one.
Sharon Baker Boykin. Yes. Okay. All right. Now we have from our very own. What you got? What's this right here, darling? Come tell the people. Anywhere you want, you can spin it. I'm spitting. Look, I'm spitting. Anywhere you want it. All right. I can use me 25. Hello. Nope. 4486.
4486.
$25. Come on up here. Okay, y'all. So now we're about to draw for the flat screen. You're welcome. The flat screen TV.
Here we go. Let me shake it up.
And the HD tablet. And we're going to send it to you in the mail.
That's it.
All right?
All right.
All right. No, you don't put it back. Y'all, that was the wrap. Yeah. Okay, y'all ready?
All right, y'all ready?
Look, Barbara was tickled.
Come on. There you go.
This is for the flat screen.
Come on, flat
Since I said it first.
Yeah. Who is? Who is?
Look how God be rewarding people.
Hey!
Monsina! Flat screen, flat. Oh, now this is what you're going to do. Write down this email, info@bookprofitsclub. Remember, profits is plural.com with your mailing address and put flat screen. Okay, so this is now. Now we have our HD tablets. HD tablets. You know, you can use that when you're doing your presentations. Yes. All right.
Was it sliding out?
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Something slid out.
That slid out now.
Oh. 45. Did I say? I didn't say this. No. 4544. Again. Dang, Rhonda, listen. Well, congratulations. Maybe she might gift you one of them. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we work together. Okay. All right, y'all. So here's the order of the books. So if y'all can come up as at the order and just grab what you want. Just kind of like start here and then go into the line, and then we're gonna take a group picture with everybody. So let's go. We're gonna start off with Sharon was the first, of course. Sharon was waiting on the QR. Sharon, Rhonda Boyd, Rhonda next. Yeah, just get, and then Monsina. You got 2 books, so you picked 2. She did 2. Tiffany. And then Go. Shaquila. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Huh? You didn't, did you buy a book? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Yes, you did. Okay, you are after Tiffany. So before Go. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. And my senior, remember, you get 2. Okay. Oh, that was the Voices of Change. Yes. A good one. That's a real good one. That one wasn't selling. So, yeah. Oh, somebody might have one that they'll gift you. Okay, y'all. So come on up, everybody, so we can take a group picture. Thank you guys for being here. Come on up, everybody. We are wrapping up, and you don't have to run out. If you have some questions for any of our speakers, of course, you are welcome to ask. We appreciate y'all for being here. We're going to take this group picture real quick. Grab your winnings so we can put it in the thing. And congrats on the TV. I know. Monsina got that. Listen, that's why we said, we just going to start shipping the books out because it was so much. In a group, as a group, collage. That way. And by the way, this is also Carlos who comes on in. Speakers, hey, speakers, we're going to have y'all sit in the front. Let's just grab a chair. Yep, come on, act like we love each other. Come on in, come on back, come on back. Oops, give me love. Yep. Who's this, Raquel? This yours? Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, and then come on, Brittany. And by the way, if you are doing an event, even though this is not really her title, but she does such a wonderful job, doesn't she, y'all? Brittany. Y'all can have Brittany come in, and Brittany can come in and also do some healing for you. All right. Let me grab a chair. Oh, no. We're going to do like this. Can you see us, Carlos? Oh, this pole in the way. It can slide on. And I can move back a little bit, too, so we could do like a U. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Ooh, I'm sorry. I don't want to roll on you. Come a little closer to me. Act like you know me.
I know, right?
Okay, one with your arms crazy or something. All right, y'all. And that's a wrap! Awesome job, guys. Awesome. Okay, look at us streaming. Hello to our online family. Thank you for joining us back. We had many people take advantage of our special. And guys, just be on the lookout. You should be receiving an email for those who invested into your special from every one of us within the week. Okay, guys? If you do not, please let me know. All right. Okay, good job.
I'm gonna do another one now.
Huh? Are you ready? She like, listen. And this is one of the things we provide to our members as well. Look at Rhonda. I'm so proud of her. Look at her, girl. You got her team. Come on, team. But yeah, if you guys want to be able to speak, we do monthly workshops. And just to give you an idea, we all split the profits. So imagine you're able to now get on the entire registration list, 120 people, as well as if you make the offer, you get to split that. But it gives you a chance to get experience. And so it's guaranteed speaking opportunities. You got to invest. It's a partnership because we give away all these things. But instead of you doing the event by yourself, partner and we all can do it together. Yes. As a community, we are family. We love each other.